Okay, guys, I want to talk about this video that's been going on the internet. It's a video that this YouTuber made named Dre Baldwin. Now, I've been watching Dre Baldwin's videos for a while. I've been watching his videos since I was in high school, like ninth grade and up. So I've been knowing about him. Now he made this video with his girl talking about relationships with Ebony Man and Princess Peaches, and she started saying some harsh truth. And the opposition, they just took the video and they blown it out of proportion. Basically, they using this video, they using the words that girl said in the video as a sword to attack Ebony Men who want to exercise their options. And I didn't even know about this video. I found out about this video by Blackheart. He pinned. I'm not necessarily surprised. He was saying how it's about time somebody called us out, this, that, and the third. And again, I'm not surprised about Blackheart. He has made it clear that he's not a fan of this American Blonde Bimbo, which it is what it is. But this is what the opposition is doing. They're reaching. They're trying to find any or little thing to take these little jabs at us. Petty jabs. At the best, these guys are desperate enough to just throw petty jabs. And I've been looking at some of these videos out here, and you know what I like to do? I always like to look at the comment section of these videos, of these oppositions. And of course, you got Daggles talking that talk, and that's to be expected. But what I notice is that it's a lot of these dudes that's on the offense, they're attacking. It's a lot of these so-called brothers out here throwing other brothers under the bus, attacking other brothers. And Hardcore Tito, he called it out straight on the target, man. The next generation is going to be these simps versus us. And this is what I want to talk about as well, is that I got to give a shout out to Chris O, because he called this out. He was saying how there's going to be a war basically around 2021, around the summer of 2021. There will be there will be a war between these brothers who are anti straggle daggle complainers against SYSBM bros and Trevor bros and so-called thinking bros. Because these guys, they like to suffer in their own misery. They always complain about these daggles, but at the end of the day, what is all said and done, deep down inside, they still desire this daggle. They're still latching on to this hope. These are the guys that are like super red pill or so black pill, and then they always calling out this daggle. And now they're starting to call us out for no entire reason at all. They're saying like, well, I don't like these daggles, I ain't with the daggles or these squirrelers, but you guys, you worse than the squirrelers. You guys think you're safe under the skirt of these other women. It's like they want to hear themselves talk and be miserable, and without offering up any solutions. These guys don't offer solutions, but they want to come and throw brothers under the bus. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You're red pill, you're black pill. You don't want anything to do with these daggles or these bimbos, period. You just want to be on the island by yourself with a sex doll or something like that. Okay. And I'm not making fun of anybody who feel that way, but I'm saying, don't go and throw guys under the bus. And unfortunately, it's not just going to be one war. There's going to be another war. And I expect it to happen a lot sooner, like around spring. or maybe a little sooner than that, because they already coming out. Some dudes out here are already on the attack, but it's gonna be another war between ebony dudes who got an issue with SYSBM bros and Trevor bros exercising their options, who already got their issues and gripe with us. They're willing to use any kind of excuse just to get at us because they already had agreements with us because we exercising our options and stuff, and they feel some type of way about it. Basically, we're gonna have to watch out for these guys who claim to have Ebony Bros' best interest, but they playing both sides of the fence. Guys who want to play the fence, throw shots at Ebony Man, we're gonna have to watch out for those guys too, and talk at us. Now in this video, she was talking about how some of these bimbos out here think that like brothers are like the bottom of the brother. They don't basically care about getting like validation from ebony males because we're seen as at the bottom, and then they date white dudes, the dude bros, because it represents status. They have the status and stuff like that. And I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that, because there's some truth to that. Some of these bimbos out here just want to mess with a brother just to get that BBC experience, just like some of these other chicks out here. And some brothers, they only deal with these chicks where they deal with them because they want their experience. They want to know how a different pussy feel, and then they're going back to their female counterpart. Just like some of these blonde bimbos, they want the BBC experience, and then they go back to their male counterparts. There's some truth to that. And it's not just with these blonde bimbos, it's with these other chicks as well. And here's the thing, these dudes think by pointing this out, this is gonna make us go back to these straggle daggles. See, this is how these women really feel about you guys. And some dudes say, well, y'all always messing with these ghetto hood rats and these non-quality chicks, but y'all don't want to go after these good. And like these dudes out here spreading these narratives, making all types of assumptions like brothers are not trying to do that. A lot of them are the same. Even the so-called ones that talking about they educated or they claim to be good, but they're no different than the rest of these struggle daggles. They were just pretending long enough to show their true colors, or they may not be like a hood rat, but the way they think is screwed up and dysfunction. And they believe, some of them believe in a lot of these dysfunctional narratives out here. And people acting like brothers, they're just trying to only go after these straggle daggles. They're trying to turn hoes in the house. They're not trying to look for a real thorough female or something like that. They're just going after, like, that is so bullcrap. Just go ahead and say that you guys are on the side of these females, man. Yo, I'm getting tired of these dudes out here. They claim to be on the side of Ebony Bros, but they always want to take these little petty shots and talk at brothers. And some of you dudes in the space, some of you dudes are cool with one of the dudes I'm talking about, because he made a video about it. Some of you are cool with this dude on the space. I'm not going to say his name, but I ain't never liked this dude. He always been two-faced to me. But back to this video about that chick, though. You know what, I'm going to get back to the video, but let me go back to the video. Now, Dre Ball actually disagreed with her, and she was basically saying, you really can't disagree with me, because I'm telling you from the perspective of a white woman that grew up in white culture by her experience. And the thing is, she just going off what she's been taught, what she's heard, and what she's seen. Here's the thing. I can actually disagree with her just by using history and just by being a millennial. I can disagree with her as a millennial, a young millennial, and being aware, somebody who's aware of history of this country. this is what I like to do. I like to talk about the other side of the conversation. And that chick, she was ignorant because she said what she said, but she didn't know, like, she didn't talk about why these narratives are said. And it can go back all the way to the media. Those narratives aren't true because they're true. That narrative is only true because of propaganda. A lot of these narratives started in the media ever since, black people got freed from slavery. Their male counterparts were so insecure, they were just sprouting all these notions that, these black men, they're gonna rape our women, they're gonna rape our wives and our daughters. We can't let them take us over. And then that evolved to some Jim Crow shit. And then those narratives was, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this word, but perpetuated by people that look just like her. And it doesn't help. And I'm not saying that black people are innocent, completely innocent or perfect, but it doesn't necessarily help when some knuckleheads out here or these straggledaggers out here are perpetuating certain narratives, stereotypes, and then some people here in the States just don't feel this way when they see these narratives on the media. These narratives are spread worldwide. People in different countries, they see these images, these narratives, and they think that's how black people are. Especially Ebony men. They think Ebony men don't take care of their kids or anything like that. We're just thugs and criminals. We're like, we're the lowest of the low. Like, that's not necessarily true. That's a stigma. So, when that chick was saying what she's saying, I wasn't necessarily butthurt. I didn't agree with her completely, but I understood. And I wasn't necessarily butthurt because I understand history. I know a little bit about my history. And I'm coming from the perspective of a millennial. I don't know. This shit might be in her like late 30s to 40s. Cause I know Drake Ball, he gotta be at least in his early 40s. I think he was like 39 a few years ago when I used to watch his YouTube videos too. So he gotta be in his early 40s. They seem about the same age, but I'm coming from a perspective of a millennial because I don't hear millennials, these bimbos in my generation, talk like that. Like 22 and up. 25, 26, 27. I don't hear these bimbos talk like that. Oh, you're the bottom of the bottom. You're the bottom of the barrel. We only want to get with you because on the BBC and that's it. We're going back to our guys. No. You better look at these TikTok videos. Brothers are winning out here. Like, they act like because this one white female said what she said, there's supposed to be some type of L to us, brother. It's like that one bit Negro argument. We're just all one bit Negro. So when one female or individual female, not collective, but individual female say something, especially if she's like, white or any other ethnicity, that she's supposed to be a representative of how everybody feels. She just one bit white female or one bit Latino female, etc., etc. See, this how you that see, this how they feel about you, brothers. Y'all talking all those SYSBM tribe and stuff. I want to be put on the pedestal, but this how they feel about you. These guys are pathetic. They don't necessarily care. They don't care about Ebony Bro's well-beings. They just want to give an L. This is about trying to give a brother an L or talk at us. This is how they feel about you. Y'all talking all that junk. Some of these guys, they got the Nelson syndrome. You know how Nelson be on The Simpsons. But again, man, I do not hear a lot of these shit say that or talk like that. Dude, I gotta give a shout out to Mad Bus Driver. Mad Bus Driver here. he be debunking these narratives all the time. A lot of these cats act like they ain't never heard of Mad Bus Driver. He be showing these brothers with cute, attractive looking women all the time, or okay looking women all the time. This whole narrative that, oh, you brothers only get the bottom of the barrel. You get the ones that these dude bros don't want, which is bullshit, because if that's the case, why do these dudes get mad? Why do these dude bros get mad? As a matter of fact, even some other dudes of ethnicity, why they get mad? Why they be hating when a brother get one of these females? Some dudes be hating, man. So that narrative can't be true. And we're so much on the bottom, how come dudes get mad at us? Or how come dudes want to copy our swag, want to copy our lingo, want to get us to join stuff because they know black people, especially black men, if we get a hold of something, we can make that shit poppin'. We make shit cool and more acceptable when we get our hands on it. I gotta keep it a buck. If we're so much on the bottom and then these white guys got all the status, how come they making these neo-Nazi groups, the alt-right and all that, the Proud Boys forming up? Why they doing all that if they so much better and they got all the status? It's because they're no longer the default, man. I gotta give a shout out to Mad Bus Driver again. He called us out. These guys are losing their status. They're no longer the default guy. Other guys are starting to creep in, like some of these Latino guys, they starting to creep in, and then brothers are starting to creep in. I mean, we winning out here. Yo, they're complaining. These guys are getting together and complaining about the motherland of Europe. All these Arab dudes, these African dudes, some Latinos, and these black ADOS dudes, Aboriginal black dudes, going down there and they winning out there. They're complaining. Now they're complaining about, Japan, because they're starting to be more open, and brothers are winning out there too. Some of these African brothers are winning. And again, ADOS brothers are winning. And I'll be seeing videos of some of these guys, these dude bros, they getting rejected by some of them Japanese girls down there. They try to shoot their shot, and them girls saying thank you, and they keep on walking off. And I'm hearing these dude bros complain about South America, like Dominican Republic, Colombia. They dudes are taking L's, man. They over there getting rejected. They complaining about getting rejected. I seen a video dude bro complaining. Now I'm not saying all, but enough of them are. But they got all the status, but they got the status and all that. Even the Philippines taking L's. From what I heard, some of them people down there don't like them dudes. And then they like the black dudes better. And then they'll give their daughters to the brothers. That's what I'm hearing from brothers. Some parts in China, brothers are winning. And again, and this is why I made a video talking about the Ty Lawson situation, because if I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I know I'm not necessarily defending what he did, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm calling it down the middle. Some of that was just based on hate. Some of them dudes were hating on Ty Lawson. It had nothing to do with their culture and disrespecting them women. They were just using that as a shield to get at him, because they didn't like that shit. They didn't like this foreign dude coming down here, and then he got these females checking on him, and then he posting that shit for the world to see. They didn't like that shit. And that's why I wasn't so quick to just completely throw Ty Lawson out on the bus. Because some of you dudes need to understand, man, we be getting hating on. And we're so much on the bottom of the barrel. Why did that matter? I'm not saying they shouldn't have said or did anything. I'm just saying, like, if we're so much on the bottom of the barrel, why did that matter? They could have just dismissed it and said, well, whatever. He's a nobody. He's bottom of the barrel. We're just annoyed. He's not even worth the effort. Not even worth wasting my time mentioning. Because, black men, they're in the bottom of the barrel. And them dude bros, these dude bros be down there, be trying to slut them down all the time. And none of them dudes be trying to pull up or check them, but they want to check these brothers. Fuck out of here. And it doesn't help when you got other so-called brothers out here latching on the attack. Now we got so many battles we got to face. We already got so many battles that we have to face. Now you telling me I got to deal with bullshit from my so-called brothers out here? And I'm not mad about that video about that girl. My thing is about these dudes out here who want to throw these little petty shots and throw us under the bus. Like, come on, man. You guys are overly exaggerating, blowing everything out of proportion. Nothing to see here. And I could sit right here for another 10 minutes and name some more places where brothers are winning. Mexico is one of them. Germany is one of them. Tokyo is one of them. So again, I do not hear chicks in my generation talk like that. Even the chicks below a generation, the Generation Z, I don't hear them talking like that. Look, we're just gonna have to start calling these dudes out, man, because they coming after us, and they claim to be for the brothers, and they claim to be SYSBMs or thinking brother. We're gonna have to call out people who want to play both sides of the fence because they're trying to come after us. This is it. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm out. You know what? Let me bring a PS for that ass. A PS for that ass. Mister, the dude bros got all the status. You know they losing their status. They're not becoming the default guy anymore. You got some of these mass shooters happen because they're realizing they're not the default guy anymore. They're forming up in neo-Nazi groups, dude bro groups. Why? Because they're trying to come up with strategies to take shit back. And it's not going back. Everything's going to the dark side. Dark side of the force. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Ain't nothing some of you anti-Dago complainers, but you want to complain, throw brothers under the bus too. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And ain't none of you so-called brothers who want to talk at and take shots at ebony men because you don't like the fact they exercise their options and you want to side these women. These dudes, they want to be part of the matrix. It's what this is. Some of these dudes might say some of our talking points and stuff, but it's a cry for help because at the end of the day, deep down in their heart and soul, they want this shit. They want to experience the 40s, 50s, 60s of the community and have the so-called Dago around their wrist, respecting their authority, and for them to be the leaders of the household communities. They want to talk about us living in delusion. These guys are living in fantasy. It's like that's the whole reason why these guys thought voting for Trump, riding the Trump train and going right and trying to team up with these proud dude bros and the rest of these other dude bros, soy boys, because they thought that they was going to help them if they band together with these other people on the other side, that they was going to put this Dago in check so they can control the Dago. Not because they want to restore order and get rid of dysfunction. No, because they want to control this Dago. They still got their mama titty in their mouth and they won't let go. It's like these dudes want a blue pill patriarchy. That's what this shit is. And they want to come at brothers. They want to come at SYSBM bros and Tryron bros because they still latching on to hope. And meaning these guys, they're just going through red pill rage. They're going through black pill rage. They're going through purple pill rage. It's like, come on, man. These guys, they want to be neo-Nazis. And if they can have their way, they'll try to put us in bondage. And these clowns and the Proud Boys talking about like they're tired of pretending like they're not Nazis. It's like these dudes don't got status. These are the same dudes that y'all say, oh, they on the top and they got more status than every. I'm laughing at you dudes who think that. Yo, I'm sorry. I can't take you serious if you think that. These dudes be hating and we ain't never did anything to them. But live our life. I'm sure that Mad Bus Driver, he can go in much detail, better detail on this topic than me. And can articulate it better. Well as Chris, brother Kerry Jones and Sitma Jones. Some of you other brothers out there. Shout out to y'all. And this time I'm out. And peace.